Good morning. I am in my E28 today on my way to work, and we just left the Hermosa house. Woke up super early. Didn't get enough sleep because I was up until like 2 o'clock last night editing the last vlog. The babies, the triplets were up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So I had to be up because we're not gonna see them. They're heading home. So I wanted to hang out with them for just 5 minutes before they went back to bed or went down for their first nap. And we're heading to work now. I'm surprised. I don't know if traffic is usually this empty going this way, but it's less busy heading from Hermosa Beach to Costa Mesa than it is from our house. So this is an interesting development. But yeah, we got a busy day at work today. Finishing out as much as we can for this next episode, putting us in a good position to start next week on a good note, since this week was a little weird with New Year's and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be a long day because your boy is tired. All right, we just got to Costa Mesa and the first stop is coffee. One of my favorite places is Microdose. It's a coffee dose, but it's just a small drive-through. I discovered this place when we were shooting our Save the Date video 2 years ago. If you know me, you know that I like my coffee sweet. I'm sure you guys have seen them. Their cups are super funny. The one thing I will say though is having an old vintage BMW, if you're sitting and you're idling for too long, your car may overheat. So the drive-through experience is quite interesting. If I go to In-N-Out or Raising Cane's or something like that, which I'm not because it's New Year's and we're trying to be healthy, but if it's at a long coffee drive-through, if it gets bad enough, I'll turn off my car and I'll just turn it back on and inch forward. But it's the price you pay for having a vintage BMW. Such a small drive-through. And the angle from the street to get into the drive-through sucks too. And this is why, if I have time, I'll go. If not, there's plenty of other coffee shops in the area that are much easier to get to. It's about that time. Yep. Just like that. Oh, they're moving. And there you go. It says damn good coffee. It looks so sweet, so good. Vlogging and trying to drive and holding a coffee without a cup holder is tough, so I'm gonna put this down. I already know how it's gonna taste. It tastes so good. Again, it's called the Basic Bitch because it's pretty basic. There's a sweet cream on top and cinnamon. It's pretty good. Right, current situation is we are having a crazy day at work. I say crazy, it's a little extreme, but for some reason, the gimbal that I showed you guys yesterday or in the first video that pretty much holds this camera and gets all of the product shots or the stable shots, decided to crap out on me. I don't know why, I don't know what's going on. The screen turns on, but the motors don't work. So I've been spending about 2 hours trying to figure this out. Restarted it, tried different battery handles, tried different, letting it rest, trying to reset it. It won't even let me reset it. Checked Google, checked everything, and it's just having issues that I don't even know how to fix, and Google people on the forums don't know how to fix either. But the good news is Mike also has a gimbal. This is the RS2. I have the RS3 Pro. The rough part is this is a beefy camera, and this is it looks like the same size, but the arm is definitely bigger on my gimbal. But in the meantime, I'll have to use this. Hopefully, Best Buy will be able to look at this and figure it out. But if not, we'll just have to grab another one. But yeah, this is a side of the job that nobody likes to experience, especially when these are the tools that help you get the job done. And thankfully, I can make do without it. I have a tripod over here, or I can hand hold it. I do prefer the stable look, which is why I decide to use this as much as I can. And something that bothers me when I'm watching YouTube is I know it's a Canon camera being shot because the corners of the frame start to warp. If you're watching your favorite YouTuber, just at least for me, I look out for that kind of stuff because this is what I do. But anytime someone hand holds a camera and it goes slightly off axis, or like maybe it's a quick jitter of like a side to side or whatever it is, the corners warp, right? And so for me, I hate that. It looks unprofessional. So that's why I prefer a gimbal, because then it stops that from happening. That's one thing I don't like about the Canon cameras. Sony, when I was shooting Sony, that didn't have an issue, but that's because I noticed that sometimes it happens when Ken and I are watching YouTube, like some creator, and it's happening, and I'm like, oh, that's a weird shot. I'll point it out, and Ken was like, oh, I didn't even notice that. So I'm sure it's just me being picky because, again, this is what I do. So yeah, the gimbal helps with that. And yeah, so thankfully we have another gimbal to work off right now, and hopefully we figure out this whole gimbal issue. We just got off work, and now we are heading to our friend's house for Friendsmas. I know we're a little late because it's already January, but it's the only time all of us can get together. So it'll be a fun time. It's potluck. I'm gonna go pick up some pies and some egg rolls. And yeah, they actually watch these vlogs. I'm pretty sure once I get in, they'll be having it on the TV. But I'll introduce you guys to them, and let's go meet them. So like move the camera around and move your head, because it tracks your head.
Was it Michelle Beatles? Like, it wasn't me.
Yeah. See it first in his life. It's pretty sick.
All right, we just got home, and we're finally back at our place after, what, a couple days in Hermosa?
Few days.
A couple days, yeah. It feels nice to be back, and it is finally the weekend. It was really nice to hang out with our friends. We haven't seen them in quite some time, or at least hang out with them for that long in quite some time, so it was nice to catch up. And now it's time to unpack everything that we got from our delayed Christmas gifts. And clean the house, because it feels like we haven't been home since what?
Tuesday?
Since before New Year? No, yeah, before New Year's?
Tuesday?
Right, Tuesday's New Year's. And so yeah, today was a long day, but it was fun. And tomorrow we're actually going to our first Kings game. And so Kendall's family is a huge Kings family, and so you know, when I married into the family, I, by proxy, become a Kings fan. And so it'll be very fun to go watch and enjoy. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah.